Yeah, it's the Gwen and God DJ Self, and guess what? You're checking out the evening experience. Now listen, if you wake up in the morning time, sorry man, because you're missing what's going down in the evening experience, baby.
You know what it is, Mac 357, Big Chuck, I see you, the evening experience, Funk Flex. I mean, you know what we about.
The Cool, the DJ, the Red Alert. I'm with my man Mark the 357. I'm with my man the CB, the Chucky Black. I'm with my man the DJ Troop. Do you know what that is? The evening experience. The evening experience. Make a note of it.
Yo, once again, it's your boy Mac 357 coming to you live from the Matrix Studios Network as well as 92.9 Real Deal FM. We here, and once again, your Thursdays will never be the same. We doing what we do best right here at the Matrix Studios Network every week, but from 5 to 7 p.m., this is my time. I'm taking over the airwaves. Matter of fact, I'm taking over the world. Y'all ready? We right here doing what we do best, and I'm telling you, we coming into your hearts and minds every week. TheEveningExperience.com is where you can find all of the video content from guests that we've had here. And if you're watching and listening right now, I'm telling you, it's going to be on and popping today. We're about to get lit up in here like nobody's business. If you didn't know, and you must have been under a rock, haven't paid attention, Ron Browz is in the building. Like I said, we got D Chamberz coming in the building. Buka Banks in the building. Cool Bubba Ice in the building. Lauran Marie in the building. I don't know what y'all doing. Tuning in right here, the evening experience. It's your boy Mac 357 and your boy. Okay, Big Chuck's on his way. You gonna see him? That's the he coming, people. He exists. He's right there. All right. So check us out, doing what we do best right here on the Matrix Studios Network. And once again, this is the evening experience. Let's go. We're going to take a musical interlude, and then we're going to have up our first guest, Ron Browz in the building. Let's go, people. This is the evening experience, and we're doing it big. If you just coming in, I don't know what you're doing, because right now, sitting to my left is my man, Ron Browz in the building.
Yes.
Mr. Shake Nation himself.
Shake Nation is definitely in the building.
So, starting off, you were prolific in the destruction of one of our rappers back in the day. He's still recovering. He's still doing his thing. He's still making albums. But you were part of Nas's Ether.
Yeah, man, it was a big milestone. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Harlem, so working with Nas was like kind of far-fetched. Like I never would imagine that like happening,
Okay.
So I was just shopping beats at that time. It was hard to get to main artists if it wasn't like Timberland or Swiss Beats. It was hard to get to artists. So me and my manager at the time, he ran into Nas' travel agent. Like, yo,
okay,
take this CD, please.
Yeah.
Give it to Nas, and you know what I'm saying? And I got the call, like, they like, yo, Nas gonna use it. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm still like, I'm chilling.
Skeptical.
Yeah, skeptical, like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, all right.
They was blowing smoke, and then in December of 2001, I got the call, like, Nas, like, yo, come, I want you to come hear what I did to the joint. So I'm just thinking it's a regular street record, because it was a hard beat. And he played it, and I was just like, oh, like my face, I was stuck. Like, I'm like, I gotta call somebody. I don't even know who to call to let him know, like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing that's going on right now. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm stemming off of working with Big L, you know what I mean?
God bless, rest in peace, Big L.
Big L. I'm stemming off of, producing Ebonics for Big L, so this was like the next thing, and I was just like, yo, this is crazy right here.
If that was a second come up, you did it big. Cause
it wasn't
you nearly
easy,
took
though.
a rapper out.
You know what? I tell everybody, what they say, like, one man's trash is somebody's treasure.
No doubt.
I actually gave that beat to Jay-Z A&R at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gave him the beat because the Ether beat was one of them beats I would let people listen to. Like, you know, when, as a producer, you got your top beats in the stash. Yo, listen, this is hot. I'm telling you. You try to convince everybody.
Right.
So I remember a mutual friend bringing Nas at his A&R at the time. I mean, Jay-Z A&R at the time. Bring him to my crib, and it's like, yeah, get us to Jay, please. This beat here. Never gave it to him.
Wow.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Well,
facts.
I guarantee you he's kicking himself at this minute because
big facts.
Yo, you literally, like I said, nearly made my man hemorrhage on the inside because the way that Nas came in there and killed that, Ether was and still is one of the most hardest hitting joints ever.
Man, the beat was just one of those beats that was just so tough.
Bruh,
I didn't even
produced
know
the hell out of it.
Yeah, but Nas sat with it for like 6 months.
But see, that's how a good, you don't take something that's that beat that's so hard and that you could taste every sound, every, you know, the way you and he had to do that to give it its justice.
Yeah.
So that shows how prolific you are as a producer.
Yeah.
Then, like you said, you start off with Big L, rest in peace. And then you move to Nas.
Yeah.
Now you...
Yeah. You know, it wasn't an easy journey though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and
Put us on the path.
even at that time, I had a broken keyboard.
No doubt.
Like, you know, equipment is like, you know, I'm beating it up. I'm like, yo, something gotta happen. Something gotta give.
No doubt.
But people would laugh at, I would go to, like, at the time I didn't have the equipment to put my music on a CD. So I would go to like studios and have to like, yo, can I use your CD burner?
Right.
And they would laugh like, yo, your keyboard out of tune, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, B, but the beats is fire though. I don't.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
I guarantee they sitting back now talking about.
Yeah, like,
yo, Ron, you want to come through? Yeah, man, I got you.
Yeah, so use your tools, man. I don't care if your computer beat up. You got to just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that, you know, I want to tell people, you know, looking at you and your success is an incredible journey in and of itself because of the fact that you paved the way for a lot of people. Like you said, the way you started is a story. It's a journey, and you didn't give up on your dreams. Yeah. And that's why you see the brother a little flooded with that ice, and it's kind of cool in here right now. He's doing a damn thing, and definitely still killing it to this day. If you haven't heard a Ron Browz song, I'm surprised you even breathing, because this brother put so many hits out there, it's not even funny. His own and produced for others. Starting off, like I said, you know, Ether, I don't know if you ever heard of that, but work it out.
Yeah.
2008 is when you first decided to put yourself out there. Take us there.
I'm gonna keep it 100. 2008 was very, very, like, it was crazy. I was low on bread. I remember I had running out of money, and I'm like, yo, something gotta give. You know what I'm saying? Something gotta give, and I kept beating up the DJs, like, yo, listen to my song. And I remember a DJ saying, he's like, yo, you remind me of Kanye, like your persistence of trying to make the transition.
Gotcha.
From
you definitely remind me of that narcissistic.
Nah. I'm way. Yeah. I mean, y'all could tell by Ether it was versus Takeover. I'm different cloth than homie.
Yes.
But it was a fight, and I remember like, yo, I'm down to the last coin.
Right.
And I was telling somebody the other day, I made pop champagne, and I just was like, I went to see a DJ like, yo, I think this is it. He was like, yo, man, DJ Enough. He was like, yo, man, if it's trash, I'm gonna tell you, man.
No doubt.
And he was at Rucker Park, and I went to go play it. He's like, you come to the park today. If it's trash, I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
So I gave it to him. Like, he played it, and then Cass One was there. Shout out to Cass One. Cass One was like, yo, That's nuts right there.
No doubt.
And then the next day, Hot 97, whoop, ringing it off. And my life changed. On that aspect, from the artist aspect, my life changed. From right there, he started spinning it. And then, you know, Jim heard it one night. And then I bumped it to Jim. Shout out to Jim Jones. I bumped it to him one night. He was like, yo, I heard that record they was playing. And I'm just like, yo, you want to jump on it? He's like, yeah. Went to the studio. He fell asleep. Woke up like, yo, I got my verse. It's like, what? And then Jim got on it, then Jewels, and then that record changed my life.
Bruh, you changed the summer. That time you changed the summer. You changed the whole dynamic. There wasn't a car. And I remember. Now, I'm an old head. I'm about to be 45 this year, and I ain't proud of who I am. But that summer, bruh, you and every car that was driving through highway, byway, side street was bumping Pop Champagne.
It was, and the funny thing was, at that time as a producer, I had felt like, I had worked with 50, I had worked with Ludacris, Lil' Kim, Fat Joe, all the main like artists, A-list artists at that time. And I was like, yo, they picking my hardcore beat. Pick my happy beats. Because at that time, you know, the happiest sounded beat.
No doubt.
Would be on the radio.
No doubt.
So I'm like, nah, I'm taking one of my happy beats and recording on it. And that was how I did Pop Champagne. I was like, and the auto-tune thing I got from 50 Cent. Because 50 Cent did that song, I'm a Rider.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what's that effect 50 using on that song, I'm a Rider? I'm like, I need that. I call, one of my geeks. I need the plugin. Got the plugin, and I didn't know how to use the plugin. I didn't know you really had to be on key.
Yeah.
So that's why in Pop Champagne you hear the drums.
Yeah. Because
I was singing off key. So without the instruments on the drums, it sound like I'm on key.
No doubt.
Ain't no instruments.
No doubt.
So that's the story of Pop Champagne, and it changed my life. I traveled the world. You know what I'm saying? To places I never thought I'd go, like Africa, China, everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And to this day, still traveling.
Bruh, not only you traveling in style, because to this day, there's not a collegiate institution, there's not, somebody hit me up online, these young kids, and they was like, Ron Brown's coming to your show? I was like, yeah. I want to be a part of Shake Nation. And I was like, yeah, no doubt. No, really. I'm telling you. Because I had at the time, even though I removed it now, I had my cell number and my Instagram. Yeah, wrong move. Everybody and their mother kept calling me, yo, son, I got the record. You don't know. Play this. No. But they was like, yo, Ron Browz is everything. Mm-hmm. Shake Nation, that whole movement is, and I'm like, I got you. Okay, don't get so excited. I got you, cool.
They aggressive.
But, bro, they love you. There's not a person that ain't out there rocking and shaking and
Shake Nation
doing
is
bruh, and killing it because of you.
Yeah, Shake Nation came because I had lost my sound. Because I was trying to do what everybody else was doing. So I was stuck. I was like, it's not working. Like, I'm sending DJs records that sounded like what's going on, and they were just like, Right. So I I got to stop listening to the radio. I got to stop listening to what everybody's doing. So I did the record, She Don't Like Me. I kind of created it I'm on the gram live. And people like, yo, what is that beat? I'm like, oh, I like that? So me and my friend chilling, my friend DJs send me the song. I'm like, it ain't no song yet. I put some lyrics to it. No, I put a hook to it. And they like, yo, send me the song. I'm like, it's not done. And then I just kind of did the song while I was on
Shake
live.
Mason, shake.
And then I put it out. And the dance culture grabbed it up.
Yes, they did.
So I was like, all right. So I said the younger generation got it, and then I was like, I did El Chapo. I'm like, nah, this for the older dude.
Right.
I made the content a little older.
That's right.
They was like, nah, this is our song too. And they took it, so I was like, all right, I'm rocking with y'all. And I said, I just need I need to see all of the people that love this music
Right.
and put them all in one room. And that's how Shake Nation was created. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, you created a culture within a culture.
Yeah,
You, for years, have been bringing us that movement, that sound that gives us people creating dances to.
Yeah.
When you do that, you taking over the world.
Yeah, I don't like doing what everybody else do.
And I'm glad you don't.
Yeah, I like to
Because
stick
that
out.
what makes you stand out. And God's
Yeah.
honest truth, you stand out.
Yeah.
You're not like anybody else.
Nah.
And that's what the fact that I love. And you got bars.
Oh,
which I love
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Which works for me.
Yeah.
The process is there's a lot of people who don't understand what it is to have a guest of your caliber up here,
Yeah.
to have someone who's been in the game, who's killed countless beats for a lot of different, like you said, you just rattling off the name. Let me go back for a second. He said 50 Cent,
I whoop your head, boy.
Nas,
Ether.
Big L,
Onyx.
you said
Ludacris,
you worked
Lil'
with
Kim.
a countless people, Jim Jones,
Jim.
Jules Santana.
Busta.
You know, you might know them. Busta Rhymes. You might know some of them people out there in the world. If you don't, you might want to check his catalog and his history. You've produced Grammy award-winning hits.
Yeah.
So to have someone of your caliber up here and to regale us with the stories that you have, you are literally telling people the blueprint.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay-Z. To what the realness is in your dreams, in building a brand, because you are a brand. It's not just that you are, you're another rapper, cool.
No.
You a brand. You are an ambassador for a brand, a style that is all your own, and definitely you killed the lane. And I don't say that to many people. I'm saying it to you.
Yeah.
Because you definitely laid the foundation for a lot of people to see what it is to have, I'm being nice by saying hundreds of thousands. He's traveled the world. I'm only talking about the U.S. Hundreds of thousands of people out there just killing it because of what you've produced.
Yeah. You gotta stay true to yourself. And like I said, I admitted to not trying to do something that wasn't me.
Right.
I was like, this ain't me.
Well, oldest adage in the world is to thine own self be true.
Yeah. Gotta be yourself. I'm from New York. Like, wake up, like my friends is from New York. This is where I'm from. Like, this is what we listen to. This is what we dance to. No pun intended, but this is what we do over here. I respect what people do where they from. Like, LA got their sound.
Right.
South got their sound.
Right.
But New York, we got our sound too. Like, when we on the corner, we like to laugh and drink. And
yes.
We got this type of music that we like to listen to.
No
that,
doubt.
you know what I mean? Have fun too. So I always say when I travel, when you see me, you also see New York City, man. Like, I'm definitely New York to heart.
And NYC fitted.
Yeah, New York.
Got them Nikes on. Just
New
step
York,
in the
man.
game.
Like,
Hello.
like,
where you from?
I think a lot of us
Yeah,
forget
facts.
where we from, man.
Yeah, because a lot of them, as you said, are out there copying them styles. I ain't gonna call you out. I'm just gonna say you copying a little something, and you need to stay away from that hibbity flickety bibbity doo. Yes,
I'm New York, man. I can't run from it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No doubt.
we always got friends that died here. That we all got friends that's doing time for trying to make it in New York City. So it's only right that I keep the energy up in the heart of New York when I'm making this music. So when you hear it, they be like, yeah, that's that New York vibe right there.
I know Brother Love might not want to hear this. You know who you are, Brother Love. Diddy. But I think this is the real king of New York. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there because he definitely represents Harlem. Unlike you, who grew up in Mount Vernon, New York, keep dissing us. That's where I'm from. Shout out to Heavy D and his birthday.
Yeah,
shout out to Heavy D and his
D.
birthday. You give us a footnote in your history talking about, I grew up in Mount Vernon. I used to take the train down to Harlem, and then I used to hook up with Andre Harrell. No, you grew up in Mount Vernon. You had a paper route, bro. You lived there. Get it right.
Yeah,
anyway.
you see me in Harlem, get my cut in Harlem. They see me in store. People see me. They talk to me. Yo, boom. I'm never that dude that's going not, give you an ear if
No
you say
doubt.
something to me when
No
I'm in the
doubt.
town, I go go to the juice bar in Harlem. Like I'm out there. Like shout out to the whole Shake Nation. Shake Nation is Harlem. Some dancers from Brooklyn, Bronx.
And he definitely
what I'm saying?
doing his thing because it took me a minute just to get him to come here.
Yeah. I apologize, man.
No,
Like,
forget that. I know you gotta apologize. Listen, you a busy man. I get it. And dates do mix up. But he hear people. I said he was coming. Didn't I tell you he was coming? All right. We're going to take a quick musical interlude, then we're going to come back and we're going to find out more of the things that you got going on 2018 style. Yeah. And definitely, let's get it popping. Once again, it's your boy Mac 357. This is the Evening Experience, 5 to 7 p.m. Let's go. Yo, once again, it's your boy Mac 357. And once again, sitting to my left is Ron Browz in the building.
What's rapping?
Yo, once again, pop champagne is a murder. It's still to this day, it murders people's spirits because they wasn't on it. I guarantee you, everybody who's still listening to it now is still going. What's up? How you doing? This is, yo, can I get on that? Yo, you doing a remix?
Yo, I remember a couple people were saying it was whack. Like, I remember having to go through that. Like, it wasn't like an easy, it wasn't an easy ride. Like, people like, I don't know, it's whack, the auto-tune.
They had that, they were smoking that good stuff when they said that.
I don't know, like, they just didn't get the vibe at the time. And even now, like, I hear on the radio, I turn on the radio, everybody got auto-tune, everybody. But when that record was, when I first did, people like, oh, I don't know, it's kind of whack, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's the joke that ain't funny.
Listen, that's what haters do. That's what haters talk about. That's what they all about because they try to talk garbage or whatever say. And, and because the fact that they probably felt that they could have did something different or they should have been on it. And let the haters hate.
I don't even know that's
at this
haters.
moment, they haters.
Because they just don't understand. Some people just don't understand.
Okay, Hooked on Phonics does work. We can hook you up and definitely talk to you about getting some of that because that
not
joint
understanders.
killed. I mean, killed. Still to this day, DJs will put that on in the club to this day. And like you said, 10-year anniversary for that
10-year
song?
anniversary of Pop Champagne. Yeah, it was created 2008, man.
I tell people all the time, you definitely have longevity in the game. You definitely are one of the people who built a legacy and still building it. And a lot of people don't understand. I'm going to put this on this young man because he's younger than me, and I'm going to let you know he has a legacy already. He's a legend in the game. Ron Browz has produced some of the most prolific music around and still to this day is relevant. Shake Nation is still killing it. He is definitely building and building and building, and I'm glad to have him here. Tell people what you got coming up and what we can look forward to.
Shout out to the whole Shake Nation, Joe Kenzo, Nay, D-Ski, Jada, K Baylor, Smooth, Kid Smooth, Carlito, D-Ski, K Shakes, the team, we coming out with an album. It's called Shake Forever.
Okay.
So the album's gonna be crazy.
Well, when you pop that joint off, you know where to stop first.
The
The Evening Experience right here and drop some of them tracks because we definitely want to be a part of that movement because I'm telling you right now.
And if you want some bars, you could get Uncomfortable State. Uncomfortable State on that piff. If you want to hear some bars, because I do both.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted. But in Shake Nation vibe, I'm just having fun. It's my displaying my production. You know what I mean, for the younger generation, and we just having fun, man.
Oh, and don't get it twisted. For all you rappers that are out there, especially you young cats who don't respect the game, this is why you should. This man still to this day is producing and killing it.
Oh yeah.
I suggest you get with the winner and stop sounding like everybody else. Everybody got that same beat. It seems like they pass around to each other. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of this genre of music.
You know why? Because when I was making my name and, it was the Just Blaze and Dame Grease and Swizz Tim, I'm like, yo, I got to make tracks that sound crazier than they beats because I need to, we all fighting to get on this artist a Nas album or
Right.
you know a 50 Cent album where it's like yo it's war.
Right.
So you in the crib thinking of trying to design the most craziest beat
No doubt.
to submit. So I don't like the generic sound and stuff. I need you to hear something and be like, yo, what was he thinking when he did that? Like
No doubt.
when people hear A-Rap Money, they like, yo, what was you thinking when you did that? Like,
Hey, hot money.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think I listen to sound a lot. I listen to other genres a lot. So people got to start being creative again. Like
Say
sounding
it.
like your record sound like his record. That is trash.
Preach.
It's trash. Your record sounding like somebody like let it have its own identity. Like that's why Pop Champagne won because it didn't sound like nothing that was out.
Let me break it down for the audience. I'm going to explain to you that you know that hot stench in the summer that comes off the streets of New York where the garbage and the sewage has run down into the drains? That's your music. Thank you. This has been a PSA right here from the Evening Experience. I'll be talking. But like I was saying, people don't understand that. That's why when I look to people like you that are still killing it, that are still making those beats, that are still giving us that vibe, they can't buy your sound. They can't you can't recreate.
Can't duplicate that.
The Model T Ford. It's built.
you can't.
It's a solid base.
Because every time I go to create, I'm thinking about something. What can I do that's crazy that's not gonna sound like something else? Like I'm thinking about the most craziest stuff creatively, so it won't sound like something you heard. I want it to sound like something you never heard before.
No doubt.
That's my goal when I'm in the studio creating. It's trying to create something like you never heard before. Like and that's the goal. You know what I mean?
And you definitely are doing a damn thing. And I just want to tell everybody I appreciate having you here. Tell them where everybody can find you on social media.
Ron Browz on Instagram. Ron Browz on Twitter. We got the Shake Nation YouTube page that's lit.
No doubt.
Shout out to the whole Shake Nation, man. The new Cherry Lounge video is out with me, Bianca, Webstar, Fat Man Scoop. That video just dropped the other day, so go check that video out on the Shake Nation YouTube page. It's lit on that page, you know what I mean?
Listen, once again, I appreciate having great people in the studio. Once again, dealing with a legend, a young legend who's definitely still killing the game. Ron Browz in the building. Once again, you are a friend to the show.
Appreciate it. I got to
you
bring the
coming
whole
here.
Shake Nation up here. Man.
Please bring them, yourself. We have a party that day. Listen, I will make this promise to you. I don't make this promise to anybody. I will not book another guest. It'll be a Ron Browz day. We will take over this studio and we're gonna turn it out.
Oh yeah. So that Shake Forever album is coming out 4th of July.
Oh, matter of fact, July 7th is our anniversary.
Okay.
So, depending on what day in July that is, listen, we'll take and shut this place down.
Yeah, bring
It'll
the
be
whole
a
Shake
Ron
Nation
Browz
up
day.
here, man.
Shake Nation, killing it. Rob Browz, Mac 357. Okay, Big Chuck.
I don't know, man. They might tear the TVs down in here.
Listen,
man.
let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna shake
The
this.
walls gonna be peeled off. Everything.
Listen, we're gonna do it all right here, coming to you live in July. I'm telling you right now, we shutting down this stage right here, Evening Experience, 5 to 7 p.m. is gonna be shut down that day. We're gonna be banging it out. We're gonna make it into something big. We're gonna take over the block. We're taking over the world. Shake Nation, Ron Browz, let's go. Mac 357. I have right now sitting next to me, Lauran Marie.
Lauran Marie.
Lauren?
Yes.
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know why.
it's just spelled with an A instead of an E, but it's Lauran Marie.
Okay,
You good.
Lauren
You good.
with an A, but I'm dyslexic. I'm working it out. All right. We definitely doing the damn thing in the building. And you came onto my radar. Shout out to my brother. Always got to shout him out. Corporal AK. That brother is definitely doing big things. And when I tell you he's doing big things, he's killing the game. He's definitely getting ready to put down some good stuff.
Right.
He got some good stuff coming down the pike. I'm gonna shout that out a little bit later. I'm gonna hold that back for a second. But Ms. Lauran Marie is in the building. He says you are a songwriter, an incredible person to know as far as putting music together. He said your styling is unlike anybody else's.
I appreciate that.
He said you're an incredible person, and just by me even interacting with you online, I could definitely tell that you have that vibe. And
Thank you.
yes, she is gorgeous. The cameras do not lie, and she smells so good. I want to hang her in my car like an air freshener. And she got it going. Okay, I'm gonna save that for later. All right. I just want to tell people, you know, it's an incredible time to have people who create real music. And I want that to be in the forefront always on this show, because y'all definitely bringing the game to another level, especially if you've been in it for a long time. You know what it is to create great music. So once again, this is Lauran Marie, and I definitely want to tell people to look out for you. And please tell us some of the music that you got going on.
Okay, so right now I'm actually working on a project. Well, let me back it up a little bit. I'm a songwriter, I'm a singer, and I coach vocals. As of lately, I have been taking a back seat on being behind the scenes and working on my own project. I do hooks for rappers. I work with
anybody we know?
Yeah, Goods the Animal, Charlie Clips. Those two, those are my go-tos. Those like my musical brothers. You know, rap battle gods.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'm working on a project, and it's gonna be real soulful, real R&B, a lot of flavor, a lot of spice.
We like spice.
Yes.
Tell us your story from the beginning now. Young Lauran Marie.
Yes.
Take us back to when you first wanted to be, or that you heard something that clicked in your ear that made you want to pick up the microphone or pick up the pen and start writing.
Well, really, it was my parents. I mean, I always loved singing and putting on little shows, and
No doubt.
I was in, you know, so many different talent shows growing up, but I really started being serious about it when I was about 9. Like when I was 9, I started recording and just performing, and I fell in love with it. It was never a job to me. It was never something that was forced. So when I was maybe about 12, I met Boyz II Men. And the lead singer of Boyz II Men, Wanya Morris, became my mentor. So with everything that, like being in the studio, I mean, I would be in the studio till 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I would pack up and go to school. Like I would go from the studio to school. There would be times where I would be falling asleep in class. The teachers wouldn't wake me up because they knew where I was at the night before. Me and my father was in the studio all night. So ever since then, ever since, you know, a youngin', you know, I've been on it. Like, and I just haven't stopped. Like, it's my passion. You know, we all have our little stumbles here and there. But yeah, so that's, you know, that's where I'm at.
If you didn't hear what she just said, she said Wanya, Boyz II Men, in the studio with them, mentor,
Yes.
help, you know, cultivating who we're seeing today, and bringing her to the forefront, creating her own sound, creating her own artistry, and letting people know who she is.
Right.
Okay, so now moving forward,
Yes.
we are a little bit older now.
Yes, we
and,
are.
And we are
Just a little bit.
growing into this, I would like to say butterfly who was in a cocoon, who was in a chrysalis, who actually started to break out on her own now.
Right.
What do we have to look forward to as far as the style that you want to put out? What are you bringing? Is it sexy? Is it about the heart? Is it all of the above?
Right. It really is. For me, I want to bring back. I want to be one of those artists that bring back real R&B. I'm very soulful. I have a lot of different sides to me. But the project that I'm actually working on right now is actually a walkthrough of me and my son's father's relationship. He's passed away in 2012.
My condolences.
But thank you. But it's a walkthrough of our relationship. It's not going to be a depressing project because we turned up. We had a good time. That was my best friend. We had our ups and downs, but that was my best friend. So it's going to be a walkthrough of our relationship. And I'm just really excited about it. Like I'm going to bring that soul. I'm going to bring that feel good. Like we're going to have a good time. We're going to rock out. We gonna rock out.
No doubt. And I definitely want to rock out.
Yes.
So when you dropping that project, please, like I said, we like them exclusives.
Absolutely.
So, you can drop them on here and we can get it pumping and get it popping.
Absolutely.
Tell us, if you don't mind, because that's kind of hard to do, a process of, even though, you're living your best life and you got your son and you're definitely doing a damn thing. But how was it putting that project together? Did it really hurt? Did it, you just remember those good times and it filled your heart with, joy? And
you know what's funny about it? When he was living, no matter what we went through, he supported me 100% with my music. I mean, he's even paid for studio time before, and it's like, to me, it's one of those things where, I do have my moments, and it's still being created. So any dope producers out there, like, I'm looking for bangers, hit me up. I'll give you all my contact information towards the end. But there are times where I'm like really emotional. But to me, it's really therapeutic. Like, the name of my project is called Music Therapy Sessions, Volume 1. So anytime anybody that's following me, I know y'all always see me put, therapy session. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's therapy. Things that you go through, you got to talk about it. And it's weird because at first, when everything happened, I don't think that I ever really dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's kind of like, although, it happened in 2012 and it's now 2018, it's like, I feel like it would be a cleanse for me to just, get it out. So that's where I'm at with it. So the project is definitely coming along. The first single is supposed to be dropping, fingers crossed, and just waiting, tying up a few loose ends. But this first single is supposed to be dropping June 8th. If you like, I could let you hear a little something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before I leave, I could play it, a hear first type of joint.
Like I said, exclusives.
But yeah, it's like, it's a real passionate, feel good. It's going to be times where, you're going to want to cry. But for the most part, we having a good time. It's a celebration of life. We not depressed. It is what it is. We've come to terms with it. So now it's just like, let's get it out.
You said it because of the fact that you put your heart into it.
Absolutely.
You put your soul into it. You put the spirit of what was happening at that time into it. So like you said, that was a therapy session. So you let that go through the music in and of itself, which means it's going to be an incredible project.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to be, right here exclusively in there.
Absolutely. I got you.
But what do you want people to understand about you as far as your craft and as far as what you do in the interim of making music? What do you want them to understand about Lauran Marie?
Okay, so to understand about me, I don't want to be boxed in.
Hey.
I don't want to be boxed in. I can do so many different things. I'm a songwriter, so I write different genres. Like, one of my goals is to get a Grammy in each genre. I want to get a Grammy in R&B. I want to get a Grammy in pop. I want to get a Grammy in,
rap.
gospel,
rap.
Like I said, I do hooks for rappers, so, that's kind of like, But, it's like, I don't want to be boxed in. I want to make timeless music. I want to deal with, I don't know. I just want to be one of those international kind of artists. Like, I want to be able to cross over and, really tap into different genres. To me, certain things are a challenge, and I like to challenge myself because that's how I feel about my craft. Like, I'm dead serious about it.
Speaking of craft, do you mind giving us a little something?
Sure.
If you got it in the, do you need a beat or do you use Acapulco?
No, I could do it Acapulco.
Okay.
As they say, look, on Martin. Let's see. Something I'm working on. I'm finding myself in a situation that I've got so many things in mind that I cannot hide. Basically, we're meant to be. Forget about your worries, come and be with me. I know that I'll be everything you'd ever dreamed of. Give you my heart, my soul, and every bit of my love. I'm into you, I know you into me. So come with me, let's go, begin our own journey.
Well, get it. Let's get it. Y'all ain't listening. I'm telling you, pay attention. We right here, right now, right here on the Evening Experience from 5 to 7 p.m. Getting it in. Lauran Marie just belted out one. I'm telling you right now, pay attention, because if she can do that, Acapulco, y'all ain't ready to go to Miami.
Yeah, I guess
I'm just
in.
getting it in.
I do this.
So let's get it popping. Let's do what we do best.
Absolutely.
Please tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on SoundCloud, Lauran Marie Star. You can find me on Instagram, Star to Finish. Like I said, any producers, songwriters, singers, anybody that want to collab, any creatives, any other creatives, I'm definitely down. I like to collab and work with different artists. You can also find me on YouTube, Start to Finish. Let's see, everything is Start to Finish, Start to Finish, Start to Finish, except for my SoundCloud, which is Lauran Marie Star. So just hit me. Yeah.
That's what's up. Yo, we definitely enjoy having you here, and we appreciate you being the guest that you are. And listen, like I said, she's coming out. She's going to bring them bangers. Y'all ain't ready. And we definitely going to have her here multiple times, getting it popping. So like I said, you heard it here first. She's a friend to the show, The Evening Experience, 5 to 7 p.m. every Thursday, as we do it right here on the Matrix Studios Network. And 92.9 Real Deal FM.
Hello.
Yo, once again, it's your boy Mac 357, your boy Big Chuck. Okay, he gonna be in the building momentarily, but he ain't here yet. We working that out. But I want to tell you right now, sitting to my left, don't adjust your cameras. D Chamberz is in the building.
What's up?
Yo, that joint you just played.
Feeling like I'm French though. Yo, you know what? Every day I play that record, every day it sounds newer to me, and every time, at least I can honestly say, a New Yorker hear that record, they be like, it's a breath of fresh air. It's good music. You know what I mean? So coming from Coney Island, Brooklyn, getting love uptown and outside of New York as well, it's a blessing.
Listen, not only you getting love outside of New York, you getting love from everywhere. Shout out to my boy Bushwick Bully.
Yeah, shout out to Bushwick Bully. That's the guy. Shout out to everybody in Bushwick as well.
Yo, he put me on the radar to you, and I was like, yo, and I started listening. Now, of course, I do my history.
Right.
I went back, and I'm like, yo, D Chamberz is a beast.
Right. You know what it is, though? Because I thrive off the energy of people overlooking, because a lot of times...
they clowns that they overlooking. You heard it. I said it. You a clown.
Yeah. I mean, we gonna touch on that topic.
Okay.
I don't hold no punches.
Don't make me...
We don't hold no punches. You know, a lot of times, a lot of people chase the high-end names with the high budget, but they sleep on the hard-working underground artists such as myself. But it's to the point where it's undeniable now. And I call out your favorite rapper, and I don't think he'll work hard as me, or he probably. I have records that'll drown him. And while they looking for ghostwriters, I'm the ghost. You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
So like, I write my own stuff. I put out good music. You know what I mean? I'm a great judge of character when it comes to rocking the crowd. I know what it takes to go to the next level, in music and outside of music.
I saw you on South by Southwest.
Destroyed it. That's like 4 years in a row.
You definitely ain't gotta tell me that. Like I said, I
destroyed it.
Listen, people were chiming in, yelling out his name, calling him, listening to the lyrics for the first time, and reciting them right then and there.
Yo, you know what? Because sometimes a lot of people, the DJs or the hosts will be like, yo, bring it back. That's how real it is. A lot of them be like, bring it back. So when they bring it back, it's, I make lyrics that you could, music you can adapt to instantly.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people be trying to find that medium for their songs. Like they try to go too mainstream or they too hood, and they try to, sometimes it's too much. You gotta remember, when people listening to music, they either in a mode, either they going to work or they partying, or they just want to chill. So you got to find the medium, which direction you heading.
Yo, it's like homegirl who came in the house and was with 3 bears. She said, nah, this ain't right. Oh, no, this is just right. Yo, D Chamberz is just right.
Oh, yeah, I'm always chestnut of this rap thing. It's just right. It's always right. When you pick the bed I'm laying in. That's a super fact.
Yo, let's get it. I like that. What I want to know is, I'm going to take it back. I'm going to go back in time, because I like to start off where a young D Chamberz came from. Tell us how it is growing up in Coney Island, Brooklyn, early days, before you even picked up that pen, and the first thing that made you want to do it.
I think but goes back to Young D Chambers. Young D Chambers wasn't even thinking about rap. He was thinking about, following Stephon Marbury footsteps. Because coming from Coney Island, they idolized basketball players. So either you was in the street, either selling your bud or breaking the law or do whatever it takes to get money, or you had hoop dreams, music came guaranteed second or third later. So I was definitely one of those guys who was infatuated with the hustlers, the car outside, the fly women, and looking out the window all the time, all you can see is cars and people making moves. So in Coney Island, we didn't have much out there. We didn't have rappers to look up to. We just had a lot of violence, broken dreams, and that. But now, in this decade, people can say, yo, you know what? D Chamberz is motivation. There's other artists out there that is doing their thing, but nobody's working as hard as me. Even if they think anything outside of that, one way or another, it comes back to D Chamberz.
Well, I definitely want to say this. You are definitely a story to look up to. You're definitely somebody that I would tell young men who have been going through their struggles, if you want somebody to see that has come through it and has done a lot as far as keeping your ears to the street and making that music and keeping your vibe and keeping your composure and just killing the game just
consistently
as you're doing it consistently.
You know what else it is too? And it's like the same people that I looked up to, or I would say I met along the way that has been successful, they're not the package that I see that they're promoting. Either like they too into themselves, or they not even working hard enough to know the value of themselves. And I strive on that. And I tell the young homies, always be willing to invest in yourself, and you be with the everybody that you chasing. Because that's the trickiest way, because money makes the world go around. And you can cut shortcuts or you can work hard, but if you do both, it's an amazing thing. But what started me doing the music was like that time back in the days where people used to have instrumentals on behind their singles.
Right.
And then at the time, like, if you could have freestyle like this, we talking about the Sycamore mixtapes with the instrumental times.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So like, even if you didn't rap, you was listening to instrumentals, you would play with it and joke around. And I think that one time we was all in the steps as kids, like freestyling. And I think it was, believe it or not, it was an old Wu-Tang Protect Your Neck instrumental.
No doubt.
And we all was just going. We were just going.
That for you young people, that's called a cipher. Yeah, work it out.
Right, and then once I realized the music, it became something. And I think being around the music, doing the live shows, I think Dawn Diva magazine just came to Coney Island, and we was like, wow, we gotta get in this magazine. And we was looking at the pictures, we looking at jewelry, clothes, and we forgetting they rap.
Right.
we just idolizing the lifestyle. And I think it's so much crime you could commit. It's so much schools you could go to, so much work before you ignore your passion. I stopped ignoring my passion, and it became one.
Well, you definitely, I tell people all the time, not only are you a success story, but listening to you, you're definitely one that keeps everything official.
Right. I can't be phony, because you know what? I want people to see me. They're like, "Yo, D Chamberz." I don't want them to be, man, that's that dude. I don't even like that dude. Like, because a lot of this industry will take you through that cycle where you feel like you don't want to deal with people no more. So I get it. I understand that part, but not everybody's like that. So I'm a humble dude. And to survive in this game, you gotta definitely be in tune with the new talent that's coming out, and be in tune with people that's on the same level or higher than you, so you know exactly where you fit in or how you can stand out.
Tell people what you want them to get from your music and anything that you think that they should know about D Chamberz.
I want you to get a vision. If I speak something more than 100 times, I bring it to life. I remember it was times where I was like, oh, corner office. Eventually, I wind up with an office. I'm being serious. And then this is like with no real single or no hit record out. And I was just like, yo, I'm following the footsteps of a mogul. I always say, pick the artist that you look up to. Some artists look up to the wrong artist. Not saying, but they gravitated to them for whatever reason.
Right.
But if you think that, this is where that might be your puzzle, and you just got to put your puzzle together. And once you put your puzzle together, your vision will be right in front of you. I got a big puzzle. It's big. You know what I'm saying? It's probably bigger than this building.
No doubt.
But it's definitely big. And every day I'm putting these pieces to the puzzle. And I don't let nobody take away from that, but it is sad sometimes because you really can be discouraged because a lot of people who say they with you or they're 110% with you,
They not.
really is probably about 40% out of 100.
Listen, I found that out working in this industry thus far, and I've had big names up here like yourself, and I've had people who go, yeah, I got you. Yeah, we gonna talk. Never see him, never hear from him.
I know, not even just those quick 1-2 favors. I'm talking about people that's with you day in, day out.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, part itself there.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Day in, day out. They know your capabilities, they know your expectations, but when they watching your expectations, they begin to have their own, which everybody does.
And you should.
Right. But you know, it's just like when you go for a job interview, what can you do for our company?
That's right.
You're sitting there, you're like, I could be on work on time, I'm a team player.
That's right.
You're gonna say everything to get the
That's
job.
right.
And then after you get like your third check, now
Yeah, I know that. I got this.
you throwing your weight around, and it's not really happening on the speed it's supposed to go to. And then sometimes what happens? They fire you, and that's how big corporations stay big corporations. A lot of times, us as artists, we don't fire the people that's not doing their job. We keep them around. We let them lie to us. We let them keep disappointing us, and one day could be like 3 years.
Well,
You know
I'm
what
cutting I'm cutting your butt off immediately. So you ain't getting a second, third, fourth chance.
Nah.
You done.
Nah, they know my slogan. They know I'm 6'2", no time for the small talk. Like, simple.
So what we're gonna do right now is take a quick station break. Big Chuck is in the building, and he's gonna be coming up, and we're gonna finish this interview, and we're gonna talk more with D Chamberz in the building. Let's go, Coney Island.
What's up?
Once again, it's your boy Mac 357 and your boy.
Big Chuck in the building.
And sitting to my left once again is the one and only D Chamberz.
What's up?
He doing it. Let's
Oh,
go.
I'm definitely on that extra grind.
I saw you out in was it Texas recently?
Yeah, that was the South by Southwest. I did, like, every year has been better. The first year I only had 2 shows in the possible. Now it's been consistent with 13 to 16 shows every time I go out there. I go straight back to the hotel, go to sleep. If y'all wonder what's the trick, because I watch a lot of artists' voice die out there, and they walking through it like it's they just
Looking like
screaming.
zombies.
Yo, it's bad. Man, yo, how many shows you got left? I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people get lost because you could get lost in the partying, the drinking, the
There
new
you go.
females, and you chasing the hype. Like, you can't chase the Migos and Ray Sherman. These dudes already got it carved out. They well rested,
Right.
and they don't have to do as many shows as you.
Right.
But
That's right.
and that's why I be trying to tell people every year they go out there, you learn something different. So this year, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of jealous. I'm looking forward to being on that Rolling Loud tour next year. That
Yeah.
was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
You was there in Miami for the last
No,
one?
that's why I said I was jealous. I'm highly upset. I'm hating.
Yeah.
You know, that's the problem. Dudes don't tell you they hating.
Yeah, right.
When somebody tell you, you're like, oh, well, at least he told me he was hating. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I'm hating.
I respect it. Next
Yo,
year, though.
I definitely, I am enjoying this, and the reason why is because of the fact that you're one of the realest people I can definitely say that I've seen on the net. And that's the thing is, a lot of people lose focus when they get up into this artistry, and then they start feeling themselves, and then they lose focus of what's correct and what's right. And like you said, you have a formula when you go out to do shows out of state, and to make sure that you're refreshed and make sure that you're giving your all to your audience, and which is why people are following you like crazy.
Right. But it took some time, because a lot of times you could get lost in supporting and not know who's supporting you.
Right.
So your values rising, and you doing everything to meet everybody else's criteria, but who's grinding to meet yours? And then I think within the last 2 years, I was able to draw that fine line. It's so crazy. My delete button is itching. Like, you know, as soon as I hit it, it's already say delete. The phone know what I'm gonna do next.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm scrolling, they be like, delete. You know what I mean? It's
know that.
They know the vibes I'm on. Even my phone know. Like, so I try to tell people that was a lot of times people's career is not based on their talent. What they doing, it's the things that held them back from moving forward.
Well, hopefully, when you put us in your phone, you
I'm
keep
here.
us in there.
No, I'm
You keep-
here.
Alright.
I'm here.
Just making sure,
You was on the
just making
notification.
sure.
You, I'm being notified.
No.
But you laughing? I'm dead
No,
serious.
trust me, I do know, because you know, not only do I watch what you do, is I watch how you do, and you are definitely one who is true to the game. Definitely, your work ethic is majorly strong. Like I said, I seen you on Bushwick Bully show. I've seen you on a show here. I see you back here with us. I see that you outlining your schedule and letting people know, yo, this is where I'm gonna be. You follow me. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. And like I said, my hat's off to your work ethic. I'm bald.
BBG, been bald gay. I'm bald too. I'm just not gonna take my hat off.
Hey,
I'm up here with the fresh cut. You know what I mean?
Nah, don't worry. $5,000, I'll be right where you at.
looking like LeBron James.
Because I had the Yo Gotti cut too. You know what I mean? I had the Yo Gotti, so I had to fix my joint. You know what I'm saying? That's why Morris Chestnut, you know, young Luke Cage right now. But like on some real stuff. Like the problem, what I see, when people, once these lights is on people, they get blinded by that. So if they standing next to somebody that got 250K followers versus like towards 1 million, they feel like they got the same amount of followers too. So a lot of times I tell people, just remember how you got on that big stage, not just about being humble. Like sometimes these small events lead to the bigger events. And the bigger events lead, you know, to the small events wanting to book you. So a lot of times people will be like, I'm not going to the pyramid. But it was a time you used to go to these, you know, little 107 max capacity events and wait your turn and fight the DJ to perform.
That's right.
Never forget that. So sometimes when you keep that balance, you'll always be on the up and up because people are naturally want to see you win. Some people wait to see you win to cheer. But when you see people that naturally want to see you win, you'll know the difference.
Well, I'm going to definitely tell you right now, I'm a D Chamberz fan, and I'm going to definitely shout that out because, like I said, not only because of the fact that your music is killer, the other part is,
I'm on them, whatever it is.
The work ethic is incredible. And like I said, I see a lot of people work, but D Chamberz, you will work.
I am the business. You know, like when Jay-Z like, oh, I'm a businessman, whatever he said, when he said that, it resonated.
Now speaking on that, like, I mean, I see you got a management team, and, you know, a lot of artists don't really have kind of the business side and the music side, you know, going in the same direction. So, you know, speak on the business aspect of your
all right,
career.
I met a lot of the years before when I was just on the Smack DVDs and like the tail end of it before it became URL, because I grew with the URL, the Ultimate Rap League, the battle rap and all that, and people confuse me so much because, you know, with Smack, he'll let you freestyle and then he have people that battle rap.
Right. So,
but when you in that realm of underground, you so indie, you forget the business.
Right.
You say, I'm independent because you're selling your CD out your backpack, you know what I'm saying? Like, which is part of the indie, but what about the real independent grind, your distribution sales, this, that, and the third? And I was naive to all of that. All I knew was like rap, video.
Right. And when did it click for you?
I think somewhere around 2009, 2010. And I think even then, it took at least another 2 years to figure out the right direction with management. Because sometimes you could blame the manager for a lot of things. You could blame the PR, and reality start with you. If you don't create the stuff for them to manage, then like, how are you expecting them to do it? A lot of artists either look at managers as meal tickets or somebody to take care of them, or, you know, they do the right thing like I do. Like, I create situations that make him want to be like, okay, I think this is a good investment. Let's move on it. And the more aggressive I've been moving with that, the more, you know what I mean, I live by that Ted DiBiase code. Everybody has a price.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The $1 million dream.
Yeah,
See?
for sure.
Well, you don't.
I know who that is.
Okay, all right.
I know who that is.
Because I used to watch wrestling like crazy.
I mean, just saying, this industry is
Matter
definitely
of fact, you
wrestling.
sound like you got a wrestler's name, D Chamberz.
Nah, D Chamberz is my name made up. It's on my ID. I tell you, you know, it's mug shots under it every day. Like, you know what I mean? That is my real name abbreviated. And like, far as the management go, I don't have to worry about my BMI being registered. I don't have to worry about certain things. But one thing I had to learn about is that I was so independent. I ain't let nobody handle stuff for me.
Right.
So like,
do everything by yourself.
like if I took your number, I'm gonna call you. Right. I don't know how to just tell you, yo, call him and relax relax on it.
Right.
And because I might call him and be like, yo, did he call you? No, and then I might call you and be like, nah, he ain't answer. And then he'd be like, oh, he didn't check the email. So sometimes, like, I can see how the Diddy's go crazy, the 50s go crazy, because those dudes are aggressive. And not to mention, I don't know about Diddy, but if you come from the streets like 50, you treat it like work. If you gave a pack out, you want to see that money, something come back.
That's a fact.
And you know the difference when you busting that sale versus you letting somebody else bust that sale. You know you're going to get the money if you go single-handedly do it. And that's how I learned, and I'm still learning how to handle that the right way.
No doubt.
Tell people what they got to look forward to coming down the pike. Do you have an EP coming out?
I was just on my way here. I was just like, I collab with so many dope artists that's on the come up, that's like everybody's just now catching on to. I even got a battle rap movie that I did with Smack that I came up with the storyline, teamed up with a screenplay writer, Izzy Marrero, and got director Zaire, and we about to do our second and final casting for the Before the Battle movie.
Well, if you want, the evening experience will be a part of that.
Yeah, June 17th.
You can be in the...
I'll tag you, follow the 16th, June 16th.
I get on the left side. All right, work that out.
Maybe we can have it to where the part of the movie we bring it up here. We see if DWI cut us a check.
Listen.
It's not about you. We love you.
That's right.
But we walk in this building, and this thing is on the camera.
Right.
That's right.
Tell DWI I gonna have to cut a check. So,
there you go.
Nah, that's my man. But we doing the movie thing. I'm familiar with the fashion, like I'm an all-around mogul. I know I'm gonna wind up with a corner office somewhere, doing all the right things, because the music is a platform. I'm good at it, but I know how to do business even better. Right. And every day I learn, like concerts, the Trappers Only concert. I have a show coming up on June 23rd, because I learned to start throwing the concerts and bringing the DJs and the people to me. And then when they see the people that like, yo, Chamberz brought all these people out.
Hey.
And then the DJ's like, yo, you know what? Shout out D Chamberz, yo. Right. I get the texts, yo, send me an email. And then I turn on the radio, my song is on. Right. I'm back more on these radio stations, because before, once again, I think I was doing too much chasing instead of leading.
Right.
You know what I mean? A follower can't lead a leader, and I'm a leader.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
You know who you remind me of, and I hope you take this as a compliment.
Malcolm X? No, it's
not. Okay.
I have been sitting here like this for a long time.
I'm all right with that. A young Master P.
Yeah, probably.
In a sense, not the rhyme style, but the fact that
business.
He built an empire, and still to this day, it's running.
You know what's crazy? Master P was, he's definitely an influence, because he's another black guy, black man, who was an entrepreneur, and he provided a way. But if Romeo don't stay away from Angela Simmons, but Master P definitely provided the way for a lot of things that's going on now as entrepreneurship of brothers. Like, we didn't know millions could be handed to us. And it's funny because people from New Orleans showed New Yorkers that. You know what I mean? When you got, like, they say what they want about Baby, but he was running $1 million business.
Right.
When the industry was raping people at an all-time high.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He separated it. And, and when you watch the Bad Boys and the Diddy's and thank God for social media, we watched how time evolves and everybody's turning into their own boss. Even Rich the Kid is flying around talking about he need people to roll for him.
Right.
Like, these were things that you couldn't fathom back in the days.
Right.
So,
and John O'Clap.
Right, even Nick Cannon. Like, people sleep on him. They be like, oh, he's trash, this, that, and the third.
Say what you want.
Not in real life, he's not trash.
Yeah.
Say what you want. That show right now is doing major numbers.
He talk about what money's not a thing. Let's not forget about the stuff he was doing for the last 10, 12 years.
Right.
Maybe
Behind
the music was a dull dart on the board. But
everything else, you got it going on.
If 300,000 people bought that album at, say, $5 a piece, he made money.
But that's how we thinking now, because you got to remember back then, 1 million was platinum. Now they're being courteous of, I think, like 250,000, and that might be platinum. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back then it had to be 1 million or nothing.
That's right.
This is when Hype Williams was asking for 7,000 a video. Now dudes would throw a gasket when they hear a video is $400. They be like, $400. Like, times have dramatically changed.
Right.
And knowing all of that, you gotta know how to move forward. Like, it's funny how 50's the go-to guy now when people were scared to even do business with him. When they realized his mission and how diligent he was about making it happen. Now it's like, oh, I actually like 50.
Of course, he had to change his persona in the mindset of people by showing them that he was above the station that he was to where he's come now. He wanted to show them, I'm a mogul. You don't understand. I am a mogul.
I think the approach, what it was, like over the years, he said a money change you cool, but I think it was the approach.
Right.
He did what any drug dealer would do when he see a new block making
Flipped
money.
it.
He came aggressive, like what? We gotta get him out of here, And once his mission was done, now it's
dipped out. Made what
he
had
always
made.
said in his music, we ain't getting money with you, then, you know
And
what I
right
mean?
now, shout out to my man 50 because he got that new Chessman wine, I think it is, that's out. And he definitely strategically moving them pieces across the board.
Yo, like, get the strap. Everybody's already saying it, and I'm
Right.
pretty sure
It's gonna be on a t-shirt.
I feel like I watched the movie already.
Right.
Because like, everybody say, even girls is like, get the strap. You're like,
Right.
oh. You know what I mean? Like, and then you know what I'm saying? That it's just like,
Now he's a smart dude.
no, very
Man,
strategic. He
yeah.
tells you he read, he does everything, he smiles. Like, you know, it's a lot of the, even Ross, like, even he came in the game, whether they call him a CEO or not, at the end of the day, he's not a CEO no more. Like, he got
Right.
horses running around in his
Right.
backyard. Like, let's just be real here
No
for
doubt.
a second. And everybody's looking at Meek Mills, but let's not forget who put the money, the time to even look into Meek Mills.
Hello.
You know what I mean? See, right, Ross. Like, and then he, you know, Meek had his own vision and he created Dream Chasers, and a mogul could only show you what to do to become one. What you do outside of it,
That's on you.
It's on you.
Right.
And that's how I look at this industry and this game, and I know I'm carved out for that.
Tell people where they can find D Chamberz.
By the nearest TD bank, either putting money in it or taking it out. Outside of that, you know, just running through the city, making these plays with people that's really trying to take their life serious. You know, I live with that warrior mentality and that ambition to go get it. Download my single, I'm French Though, Prime Time, all on all streaming services. You know, Warrior Ambition EP is out. I see the streams is picking up. And I love all y'all because a lot of people be like, Chamberz, you need to talk more. You need to diss people. Nah, I just need to do business and keep shining. That's all I need to keep doing. But trust me and believe me, the hoodie comes on if it need to. And that's just that.
Where they can find you on social media?
D Chamberz, CIW. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, everything. I mean, if I say anything, I might even be on Tumblr. I don't even know. I know. You know what I mean? It's like you see all these things. I don't even know what it is. But I'm pretty sure I'm on it one way or another. But you definitely can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm still trying to get back into it. I don't know if people do Twitter like that anymore. No. But Instagram stories, I always check the DMs. Always. And,
I definitely want to tell you right now, one of the most prolific young brothers that I've met in a long time, mogul, and I'm not gonna say in the making. I believe he's there. Y'all haven't realized it yet. Somebody who is definitely putting out great music, definitely got that ear to the street, definitely putting out them bangers. If you, this summer, and if you're not listening to a D Chamberz joint, I don't know what you're doing. You under a rock. You must be hiding somewhere. You just got out. Sorry for the brothers that just got out. But but all in all, do what you do. D Chamberz is in the building. This is the evening experience, 5 to 7 p.m. This is your boy Big Chuck, Mac 357. Let's go.
let's get it.
Boy Cuban Link representing that COK, and I'm right here in the evening experience.
Yo, once again, it's your boy Mac 357 and your boy
Big Chuck in the building.
We getting ready to shut this puppy down. This is one that we actually did. It was a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We had Browz in the building.
I missed that.
We had Lauran Marie in the building.
I missed that too.
And you came in when D Chamberz was in the building.
I missed half of that.
But we glad you was here.
Yeah, I made it. I'm in the building.
Down with the clown, down with the orange clown, down with the orange clown. Down with the NFL, talking about you have to stand during the freaking national anthem. Listen, people fought for rights. People fought to have freedom of speech. People should have that same speech when they don't believe that the flag is being represented correctly, when it's not equal to everyone across the boards that are standing there and suffering at the hands of people who think that we should be killed because of the color of our skin and not because of the fact that we're doing something wrong.
I wish we had more time. You know what I mean? We know it's a messed up situation, but it's the NFL. Like, well, what are we gonna do?
I'm not gonna watch them.
We got a league full of owners that, well, there's not one black owner in the NFL, so that right there.
I boycotted already. I haven't watched. You haven't seen me wear any merch. anything else because of that. And I'm going to continue to do so, even though the picture behind you got me here in the Redskins hat.
I was just gonna mention that, but you know.
But that was before all this happened.
You know, I don't know.
But anyway, we about to shut this show down.
Yeah. We gotta end on a high note. We gotta end on a high note. High note.
If you're gonna work hard, do the best that you can every day, and make sure that you do your best because of the fact that when you're out there in the world, people expect it, and you should give it because that's where you make your name and your mark. So once again, the evening experience, 5 to 7 p.m. every Thursdays. Your Thursdays will never be the same.
Find us on YouTube at The Evening Experience. Find us on Instagram at The Evening Experience. Facebook, The Evening Experience. Twitter, The Evening Exper. Google Play Store, iTunes Podcasts.
TheEveningExperience.com.
It's by now, if y'all don't know, it's almost been a year since we've been doing this. Let's go get with the program.
Shout out to Mike Boogie. Shout out to DJ Hercules. Shout out to Showtime TV. Shout out to all the people who support us, who've been working with us. Shout out to DJ Trace. Happy birthday again, once again. Once again, my condolences and peace to the family of Heavy D, Dwight Myers. Today was his birthday. God bless him. And we want to say, you know, much love. Money earning Mount Vernon forever. This is your boy Mac 357.
Your boy Big Chuck in the building.
Peace. Once again, it's your boy Mac 357. This is the Evening Experience, and one of the sponsors for our show is the Barbecue Rib House in Mount Vernon, New York, 529 Gramerton Avenue. You can give them a call at 914-665-3490 if you're looking for some of the best barbecue in Westchester. I'm telling you, finger delicious. I mean, succulent. Anything that you want, from pork, from beef, from rib, from chicken. All farm animals for that motion. You definitely want to check them out at the Barbecue Rib House, Mount Vernon, New York, 529 Gramerton Avenue. Once again, check out my boy Marcel Koenig, Barbecue Rib House at Facebook.com.